Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Brigadier Darman who wanted the Rick DS2 in the Earth Federation Nemo colors from Gundam Unicorn. And I think I've done fairly okay with that. Uh, Darman said any of the Nemo color schemes were all right, but mentioned in particular the main, the main Federation colors one as opposed to the desert version. So I think I got the right one. It's what came up for Federation colors on the Gundam Wiki, so I hope it is right. Rick DS2 is still a pretty strong raid. It has a prototype version of the Double Zeta's double beam rifle, which stuns uncharged and heavy staggers when charged. Which, yeah, very useful thing to have. It's one of those you kind of have to watch how you fire weapons, though, because, okay, I'm glad that Janfaven managed to tackle just as I fired, because otherwise I would have heavy staggered them and probably not the enemy behind them. Oh, and there's Pixie. Hi. But yeah, it's basically heat management is a thing. You can't fire, two uncharged shots very close together if you don't want to overheat the gun. And the heavy stagger just overheats it outright. But to go with that, it has the Rick Diaz's really good Vulcans. It has the sealant launcher, the Birdlime launcher, and that worked out perfectly. And it has really, really strong melee. I'm still doing really good damage here, and I have built this primarily for defense, as I tend to do with squishy raids when I think I'm going to have a hard time. So I'm not having too hard a time yet. I've gotten some good shots in and done some good damage, but I very frequently get into really nasty brawls on this map. So this is the level 2, I believe, of the... No, this is the level 1. It starts at 600, and that is where I'm using it. So, yeah. I really like the thing. It's not one I bring out often, because whether it's requests or other things, I tend to have other raids that I'm thinking about at the costs I would use it at. So, yeah, it was nice to have a reason to bring it back out, in all honesty. So, let's see, trying to stun that Mark IV so it stops hassling our Yakushiki. That's not quite working. Yeah, and they caught me charging. I was not able to catch that person over there, which I not sure what they are, but they've got incoms, and one of them tagged me, so I have to start charging the rifle again. Did a very good job of using said incoms to basically clear the path so they could start moving in. Shiki, we were both going for that kill. Shiki got it, and so I overshot and wound up in its combo, which, not a big deal. That happens. Let's see. Tag that. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the stun and stay out of everybody else's way, which is what I'm trying to do. Managed to hold that shot until it didn't overheat the rifle, which is good. That's what I wanted. And now No, I'm not charging. I kind of expected to charge the heavy, but it's low enough on health that's I guess that would be kind of a waste. That's probably what I was thinking. Birdlime caught it around the corner, stunned it again, and now Vulcans and beam shots. And oh, I like that. I like that camo pattern on that Hyakushiki. It's neat looking. But yeah, so unfortunately the Shiki's about to drop, and that heavy Gundam Ingrid Zero managed to dodge at just the exact moment, right moment to not get heavy staggered. So I am also dead, because that then, like, the whole team materialized. At which point, yeah, not a lot you can do. If I'd realized it a little faster and started running, maybe, but no, probably not. Especially since there's only two other things on the map, and one is some... Okay, now we're doing better, but yeah, one was somebody in their Anksha, and somebody else is setting up support fire. So, yeah. I am going to come back in here, and there is the perfect thing for me to be shooting at, which is a prototype Stark Jagan. Tagged it with a 5,000 damage neutral hit. Like I said, Rick DS2's melee, very strong. And I think I have a like level 1 or 2 melee boost, and the part that increases melee damage at the cost of a little bit of range damage, which takes up 0 slots. Like I said, the rest is just defense, mostly melee defense. A little bit of beam and some melee, I think, is how I set it up. Managed to land that heavy stagger, but If I'd had boost, I would have had time to follow up on that, but I don't. That said, that Jan Faven and I are going to follow that person, I think. Just now we're trying to figure out how to get around the corner without taking a hit. I'm probably going to rush in and get killed, or at least damaged. Oh, that's right. I got distracted by the prototype Stark Jagan trying to fire on us from up there and turned. Unfortunately, that is going to cause some problems, I think, for both me and the other player. Missed the heavy Gundam. Proto Stark is okay. No, I think it's something else. No, it's maybe the I think it is the Proto Stark attacking me from the side. Yep, sure is, and managed to catch me in a tackle, but I got the damage in first, as sometimes happens. And given that that's a ton of damage, I'm pretty okay with that, honestly. But right now, nobody is paying a lot of attention to me, so I'm just going to finish this Proto Stark off, which was not too hard. Yeah, so like I said, fantastic melee damage on this. It's, a raid does not necessarily need a heavy attack to be overwhelming. If you can get your hands on something, you can kill it. Of course, the heavy attack, overriding priorities and shields does make for an easier time of doing that, but, this is, it depends on the situation, but the situation at the moment is this Jan Faven and I are locking down this Mark IV to get rid of it. And that did it. I got the assist. That is fine. And here's the Proto Stark again, which I managed to stun around the Medea there, but I did get killed, but it's already halfway down, so I don't think it's going to be a problem, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's, I forgot there's an over on here, and that's why I wound up incredibly slow at least once earlier, because yeah, Grimoire is really kind of nasty. It slows down, I think it slows down your attack animations too, but all I can say for sure is it definitely does slow your boost to a ridiculous amount. So, alright, planted that support fire in the middle of the formation, because I figure no matter which way the team ends up moving, that person will probably end up with one of the two groups, even if they split up. So, hoping to grab a kill with that. But, no. They are slightly ahead, because they went and captured points once we got wiped. So, we have 30 seconds to find and destroy just anything. Literally anything. I'm probably going to go for this, because I should have used the bird line before I evaded. That would have been a smarter move. Let's see. The way it's moving, either its legs are wrecked or it's grimoired at the moment. But yeah, we've got 5 seconds to kill something, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to manage it, but I think, yeah, somebody else on the team did, so it is done. Yeah, I probably would have been able to finish off that Mark IV, but since the backup I called for showed up and we kind of bounced off of each other trying to get it, the knockdown kind of messed with that. But that's okay. We won. Top assist score 720, top damage 114,000, and 3220 overall score. I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you enjoyed it, Darman. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So I've gotten to play a little bit more of the Dragon Quest III remake, and it's really fun. It is growing on me. For whatever reason, it just started slow, even though I know that game and I love it. It just was having trouble grabbing me at first, but it's gotten there. And it was just kind of interesting to think about how, the improvements in RPG game balancing and what's the word I'm looking for? User interface have kind of turned Dragon Quest Dungeons on its head. On the 8-bit systems especially, but 8 and 16-bit both, Dragon Quest was, like a lot of our JRPGs, very much a very tight resource management kind of thing. Because you had to hopefully get through the whole thing without running out of MP and healing items. And there weren't a lot of places in the middle of most dungeons to do anything about that if you did run out of those things. Now, Dragon Quest III Remake not only has restores all your HP and MP whenever you level, which means it's a lot harder to run out of important things. It also has a map. So whereas you would be wandering through a dungeon you knew nothing about in the original version and hope you found the shortest path, so that the higher encounter rates wouldn't end up with you totally depleted of hit points and magic points. Now you're kind of looking at the map going, okay, I need to hit all these dead ends to get all the treasure. Whereas you might want to go back to a dungeon later to do that in the earlier versions just to make sure you could actually get through and get to the next save point. It's just kind of interesting to see how the games have changed like that. But I'm definitely enjoying it, and I believe the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes come out as a single package next year, and I will definitely be getting those.